The table shows the information about the number of social media accounts used by each of 300 students. Okay, each number here, the 3 means 3 people, 3 students didn't have any social media accounts. 57 students didn't have, 57 had 1 social media account, and there were 81 students that had 4. Work out the total number of social media accounts used by these students. I am adding all of these together. 3 plus 57. Do make sure you can get 300. Is that really 2 marks? Oh, it's not that. That's helpful. This is not the answers. I looked at 2 marks and realized I only had to do an addition. So I needed to check whether I had actually done this right, and I hadn't. I'd only done part of it. This is the total number of students, which actually I had here anyway. Right, that wasn't the right thing to do. What it was, though, is saying the total number of social media accounts. So 3 people had 0. 3 times 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 1 multiplied by 57 is 57. 2 multiplied by 84. 168. 3 multiplied by 75. Okay, these are the number of social media accounts, and then we're going to add these together. 57, 168, 225, 324. Let's put 774 on the number line instead. Find the median number of social media accounts used by these students. Okay, 2 marks. Median means middle. And I'd say this is a little bit tricky, particularly if you don't fully understand what this table is about. Oh, their multiplications. If we were to put all of these bits of data in a row, and 300 bits of data, we're not going to have space for 300 numbers here. But let me just start and show you what these look like in ascending order. We have 3 people with 0 social media accounts. We have 57. I'm not going to write 57 ones, but basically we would have 300 people, 300 numbers here. To get to the middle number, we take 300. Now you can add 1 divide by 2, but we're just going to divide by 2 to find the middle number, because I think this will sit within one of these groupings. When I look at this, I think it's either going to be 2 or 3 that's the middle, because these are high numbers here and smaller numbers here. So I think it might be 3, but let's have a go. 300 add 2, sorry, divided by 2 is 150. This is the 150th person. How do we get to the 150th person? Well, we can add. We can go this way, or we can go this way. To find out which class we have the 150th person in. I'm going to go from this way. I'm going to say 3 plus 57. Oh, that was multiply. 3 add 57 is 60. So going here, this is my 60th piece of data. My 61st piece of data starts to be a 2. So I'd have 0, 0, 0, 1s. I'd have 57 1s. And by the time I started putting a 2, I would have written 60 numbers. I'm then going to add 84, which gets me to here, 144. Have I got to my 150th? No. So therefore, this category will be my median, because the 150th person will sit somewhere in the 3s. So what's the question? Find the median number of social media accounts. It'll be 3. If you wanted to guess, then looking at this, 2 is right in the middle of these. It is wrong as it happens, but if you can't work your way through this table, 2 or 3 are good guesses. Obviously 3 is correct. You wouldn't get any marks for a 2. This is where you'd get the other mark. On a scale drawing, a building has a length 12.4 centimetres and a width of 9.4. The real length of the building is 62 metres. Work out in metres the real width of the building. Okay, so on a scale drawing, like on a plan, a blueprint, the building has a length of 12.4 centimetres and a width of 9.4 centimetres. But the real length of the building, if you did the real building, it would be 62 metres. So this is actually a similar shape question. I haven't really drawn them. This is the small one. And this is the big one. The real width, so width, not length. This, let me just check. Width is 9.4. Length. So the width, the real length of the building, the length equals 62 meters. Now, 62 to 12.4, I can actually leave the units alone. But usually what we do is convert units. So we can convert to meters and then we can convert back again. But because we're looking at a scale factor, the scale factor can actually absorb the difference in units. You might not know that, in which case you would multiply 62 multiplied by how many centimeters in a meter? 100. I'm not going to go there, but this could be what you do to replace it, but then you have to convert it back to meters. Looking at scale factor, big divided by small. This is big. This is small. We put it into our calculator. 62 divided by 62 divided by 12.4 equals 5. The scale factor is 5. We take this number, we get to this number, we multiply by 5. So we do the same here to get to the width. The real width is 9.4 multiplied by 5 equals 47. So the answer here is 47 meters. 3 marks. It's really sort of, you may not know it's a similar shape question. It doesn't scream similar shape question. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at scale factors, but we're not even given this, the scale in a question like we normally have. We've normally shown a ratio for these sorts of questions when we're looking at changing. I like similar shape questions. I like this question, but you need to know that that's what it's about to answer this question.